My neighbor spent $3,000 last spring having someone redo her front garden. Strangers knock on her door to compliment it. What none of them know, and what she loves telling people, is that she did it herself for under $60. And she has not touched it since. She is 74 years old. Bad knees. She told me, "I just planted what you showed me." Today, I am showing you. Welcome back to DePlant Studio. 8 perennials, all under $10, all low maintenance. And every single one looks far more expensive than it is. I have included the growing zones, the best place to plant each one, and the plants that pair beautifully with them. Let us get straight into it. Plant 1, Coneflower, Echinacea purpurea. Zones 3 to 9. This plant grows almost everywhere in North America, and it looks like it belongs in a designer garden. Bold purple, pink, or white blooms from midsummer all the way into fall. A packet of seeds costs $2. A potted plant runs 3 to 5. Once it is established, it finds its own water. You do not need to fuss over it. Where it stands out most: full sun. Mid to back of a border or massed along a fence line. Plant 5 or more together. That sweep of color is what makes it look expensive. Pair it with black-eyed Susans for warm golden purple contrast. Russian sage behind it for a soft lavender backdrop. Karl Foerster, grass for structure and height. Pro tip: leave the seed heads standing in winter. Goldfinches will feed on them all season. A free bird garden and 0 deadheading for you. Plant 2, Russian sage, Perovskia atriplicifolia. Zones 4 to 9. Silver stems, clouds of lavender blue flowers. People always mistake it for lavender, which is considered a luxury plant. Russian sage gives you that same look for a fraction of the price. It loves poor, dry soil. The more you leave it alone, the better it performs. Where it stands out most: hot, sunny borders against a dark backdrop, a stone wall, wooden fence, or a dark hedge. That contrast makes the silver blue color absolutely pop. Also stunning on dry slopes where little else will grow. Pair it with yellow coneflower for bold blue and gold contrast. Karl Foerster, grass for warm bronze tones alongside cool silver. Catmint at its feet to continue the blue-purple flow. Pro tip: cut it back hard to 6 inches once a year in early spring. That is your only task all year, and it comes back fuller every time. Plant 3, Black-eyed Susan, Rudbeckia fulgida. Zones 3 to 9. Golden yellow blooms with dark centers. Heat, drought, humidity. It handles all of it. And here is what makes it a truly exceptional investment. It spreads gently every year. You buy it once, and it slowly multiplies for the rest of your life. Where it stands out most: full sun, massed in large groups, a sunny fence line, a roadside border, the middle of an island bed. Wherever you need long-season color in a sunny spot, this plant delivers. Pair it with purple coneflower. Gold and purple is one of the great color pairings in gardening. Russian sage for a wild, elegant combination. Ornamental grasses for texture and movement alongside the blooms. Pro tip: never plant just 1 or 2. Plant 5 to 7 minimum. Mass planting is the designer's secret. That golden wave of color all moving together is what stops people in their tracks. Plant 4, Salvia nemorosa. Zones 4 to 8. This is the one that floods my comment section every time. Deep purple or blue spires rising from neat, tidy mounds. It looks like a plant from a garden that costs hundreds of dollars per hour to design. You can find it at any garden center or big box store for $3 to $6. It blooms in late spring, and if you give it a light trim after the first flush fades, it blooms again. 2 seasons of those stunning purple spires from one inexpensive plant. Where it stands out most: front to middle of a sunny border. Long sweeping, drifts along a path or driveway. That continuous ribbon of purple is one of the most striking things you can do in a garden. It also works beautifully in raised beds and containers. Pair it with white Shasta daisies. Deep purple against crisp white is a high contrast combination that looks professionally designed. Black-eyed Susans for a bold, jewel-toned effect. Catmint alongside it for a soft, flowing, blue-purple combination. Pro tip: that light mid-season trim takes 30 seconds and gives you weeks more bloom. Best 30 seconds you will spend in your garden all year. Plant 5, Daylily, Hemerocallis, zones 3 to 9. One of the most cold-hardy and heat-tolerant perennials on Earth. And it has a quality none of the others share. It multiplies freely. Every few years, you divide the clump. One plant becomes 4. 4 becomes 12. You can fill an entire garden from a single original purchase. Your neighbors will want them too. Sharing daylily divisions is one of the quiet joys of gardening. Where it stands out most: full sun to partial shade, lining a long driveway, bordering a path, or covering a slope that is hard to maintain. Their roots hold soil on banks and hillsides, beautiful and functional at the same time. Pair it with ornamental grasses for complementary texture and movement, coneflowers for a long-season naturalistic look, low-growing catmint at their feet to cover the ground and add color between bloom cycles. Pro tip: divide every 3 to 4 years. Divided clumps bloom more vigorously than overcrowded ones. It keeps them at their absolute best. Plant 6, Hosta species, zones 3 to 9. If shade has been your enemy, hostas will make it your greatest asset. Bold architectural leaves in deep green, blue-gray, or bright chartreuse, many edged in white or cream that makes them look like living artwork. Mass them in a shady bed, and people genuinely assume a professional planted it. Where it stands out most: under trees along the north side of a house or anywhere full sun cannot reach. They transform neglected shady corners into something stunning. Along shaded pathways, they create a lush architectural border that guides the eye and feels designed. Pair it with ferns for a rich, layered woodland look, a still bee for feathery color rising above the bold hosta foliage. One of the most beautiful shade combinations in gardening. Mix large and small-leafed varieties together for depth and texture without needing flowering plants at all. Pro tip: cut them back in autumn or simply let the leaves melt back naturally. Either way, almost no work from you. Plant 7, Karl Foerster, feather reed grass, Calamagrostis, times Acutiflora Karl Foerster, zones 4 to 9. This is the only plant on this list that earns its place in all 4 seasons. Fresh green columns in spring, feathery bronze-pink plumes in summer, golden tan in autumn, and in winter it stays standing through snow and frost, giving your garden structure and movement when everything else is sleeping. Where it stands out most: backlit by morning or late afternoon sun. The plumes glow like fire, and the effect is breathtaking. At the back of a border as a tall anchor, in rows along a path or driveway, in front of a wall or fence that needs softening. It reaches 4 to 5 feet and holds its form all year. Pair it with black-eyed Susans. Warm gold against bronze is a classic for good reason. Purple coneflower for color contrast. Russian sage for a soft, sophisticated silver and bronze pairing. Pro tip: cut it back to 4 to 6 inches in late winter, just before new growth appears. Once a year, that is it. Plant 8, Catmint, Nepeta cross Paceni, zones 4 to 8. If lavender has ever let you down, this is the plant that will not. soft, billowing mounds of silver-green foliage smothered in lavender-blue flowers from late spring through summer. It moves in the breeze. It smells wonderful. Bees love it. Deer, leave it alone. Shear it back by a third in midsummer, and it blooms again in fall. 2 full seasons of color, 1 light trim. Where it stands out most, along the edge of a path or border, where it can spill softly over the edge and blur the line between garden and hardscape, cascading over a low stone wall or raised bed, in a hot, dry, sunny border where other plants struggle. Catmint will be the one that holds everything together. Pair it with Salvia. The 2 blues flow together beautifully along a border. Roses to soften their base and cover bare, leggy stems. Russian sage for a refined, tonal combination of silvers and lavenders. Pro tip: do not skip that midsummer shear. The second bloom that follows is often just as full as the first, and it carries your garden deep into autumn. These 8 plants do not need much from you. Just get them in the ground. Once you do, they will show up for you season after season, with color, with life, and with that quiet pride of knowing you built something beautiful. Which one are you planting first? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If this helped you, a like helps this channel reach more people who need it. And if you are not yet subscribed to Plant Studio, now is the time. There is so much more coming. Thank you for being here. Until next time, keep growing.